Hey everybody, welcome to day two of our virtual vision trip to Bogota, Colombia. And just in case you missed day one, what we're doing is we were supposed to have a team in Bogota, Colombia this week to highlight some ministries and see about potential partnerships and how people can plug in to minister to the 400 to 600,000 Venezuelan refugees who are in Colombia's capital city. Today I want to highlight with you a ministry that really honestly it took its toll on me emotionally and spiritually back in November when I got to serve here for a day. It's a lady by the name of Avenith Montano runs a ministry in Patio Bonita, which is a community on the south side of Bogota. They feed about 400 kids a month through this ministry. Most of the kids that come through there are children. They're Venezuelan refugees. I was sorry to say children of Venezuelan refugees, but that makes them Venezuelan refugees as well. Um, the ministry is completely free. There's no charge, there's no fee that these kids pay. It's funded through donations and recycling. I'll get to that in a minute, but I want to tell you about something else they do on Saturdays. They have a pretty long day on Saturday. They kids show up. They do a Bible study with them. They take them out to the soccer fields and they do a soccer clinic, soccer school with the kids. They bring them back to the facility. They feed them again. They're feeding them. They give them a light snack on Saturday, and then they do an evening full service with these kids, and their parents are invited to come and participate as well in that. It's a fantastic ministry, but like I said earlier, it's a heartbreaking ministry because you do get to see the full toll of what this crisis has done and the poverty situation. Not just Venezuelans, there are Colombians that are in this situation as well, but many of these kids come from extremely dysfunctional families or backgrounds. They're victims of both physical and sexual abuse. They're completely poverty stricken, and it weighs on you. We got to meet a group of brothers. I'm not going to tell you their names, but there was a group of brothers. There was four of them. The youngest one was abused. He was physically abused. It was evident that he was physically abused. And a conversation with the older brother, he told me that he felt that that he had to serve in the role of the protector of the younger brother who was only 5 years old. But what he told me was that when he tried to defend the younger brother, not only did he himself get beat up, but the younger brother was beaten even worse. And so he had to go through this mental anguish of what do I do, and he determined that the best thing he could do is just to be there, to love on, to care for, to tend to the younger brother after these beatings. And he brought his brothers by to get food. We were able to counsel with them for just a little bit, to love on them, to pray for them. And what really got to me was I'd never met these kids before. I got to spend about 2 hours with them. And when they left, they all came up and gave me a hug and just thanked me. So this ministry, it has a big impact because it's not just meeting the needs of the people where they are. It's meeting the needs of future generations and loving on future generations and sharing the hope of Christ with future generations. Avenith is able to do this ministry completely by donation. Like I said, there's no charge to the kids. They collect plastics and recycle them, and those money raised from recycling goes in to help provide for the meals. They have donations that come in from the community. For example, there's a foundation that donates cakes for the kids. There's a market close that donates fruits. They have many individuals who come in and buy the protein foods, the beans, the rice, that kind of stuff for the kids. So they're able to do this completely through donation. But what we can do with teams is we can volunteer, we can help serve, we can help counsel, we can help love, we can help share the gospel, and that's what we were able to do in our past teams that have visited this area, and that's what we'd like to continue to do with teams in the future. I'd like to ask you for you as you pray for Bogota, Colombia, as you pray for this community, to continue to pray for Patio Bonita, the name of the community, but pray for Avenith and pray for these children. About 50 kids per session come in for the meal times. Pray for them that they're able to continue to sustain this ministry, to continue to offer the meals to the kids, and continue to share the hope of Christ with them. Again, thanks for taking the opportunity to watch these videos, and feel free to reach out to us at any point if you've got questions or would like to know more how you can be involved in these ministries. Love you guys. God bless.